Before we start, this presentation builds on the electromagnetic cosmology of Lindsay Harris from Tomb of Illumination. If you want the deep physics behind what I'm showing you, go check out his work. If you need links, just ask me. He's doing world-changing work that academia refuses to touch because it dismantles too many sacred cows. So let's get into it. Here's something that mostly nobody can answer. Why is Earth the only planet that needs leap years? Mars doesn't need leap years. Jupiter doesn't need leap years. Saturn doesn't need leap years. Only Earth. They'll tell you it's because that's how long Earth's orbit takes. But the real answer is Earth doesn't need leap years because of an orbit. Earth needs leap years because Earth isn't a planet. And let me explain what Earth actually is. First, forget everything you've been told about Earth being a planet like the others. Earth is not a planet. Earth is the plane of inertia. What does that mean? Think of it like this: a movie theater. The screen is where the images appear. The projector creates the images. You sit in the theater watching. Earth is the screen. The center, black hole in the Arctic, is the projector. The stars and planets are the images. You're not on one of those images. You're sitting in the theater watching them all. More specifically, Earth is the stationary platform from which you observe everything else moving. Earth isn't moving through space. Space is moving through Earth's electromagnetic field, or the electromagnetic field of the torus field of the universe. Earth is the heart of the system. Everything else pulses around it. At the center, we have the black hole, the source, the projector. And from the center, we have the real sun, the pure plasma, like a proton, moving around 15 degrees per hour on the horizon of the black hole. We don't see the pure plasma sun. And around this pure plasma sun is the stars and planets, like electrons orbiting the proton. This is the real solar system, as these planets move around in concentric circles around the black hole. First is Mercury, then Venus, then Mars, then Jupiter, then Saturn. No Earth, because Earth is not a planet. The universe is an atom. It is the atom. You're standing inside the atomic structure. The center is the nucleus. The heavenly bodies are the electron cloud. Everything you see in the sky is electromagnetic phenomenon projected from the center. It's like a light show. Not physical balls of rock and gas floating in a void. It is projected electromagnetic plasma manifestations creating the appearance of objects in the sky. The Bible actually tells you exactly what they are, because the Bible is a flat Earth's physics book. Let there be lights in the firmament of heaven, for signs and for seasons, and for days and for years. Genesis 1:14. It doesn't say, let there be giant balls of gas millions of light years away, but it says, lights for signs and for seasons, for the Earth's signs and seasons, all specifically for this Earth system. The signs are navigation. The stars show you direction. Prophecy, celestial events marking timing. Omens, specific configurations signal important moments. And what about the seasons? Stars mark seasonal changes. Constellations are visible at different times of the year. Sky appearance cycles with the seasons. And for days, the sun marks the day and the night. The sun position tells the time. Sun at the zenith equals noontime, depending on your meridian. In the years, the sun cycle marks 1 year because it takes 1 year for the sun to complete a full circuit. This is why seasons repeat in annual cycles, 365.25 days for the sun to return to the same position it started at. This is a little bit deep, but the ecliptic plane flexes, always seeking equilibrium. It's down and out in December at the winter solstice and moves up and in June at the summer solstice, then starts moving down and out until the cycle completes in December again. That's how the seasons are created. Now, that is something that will take time to learn, and I will be covering it eventually. But moving on to the months. The moon divides the year into segments. A month is a month, 12.368 lunar cycles per solar year. These lights are tools for navigation, for timekeeping, for tracking seasons, not physical places you can visit. And here's the part that changes everything. The real sun is pure plasma sitting on the horizon of the black hole at Earth's center, but you don't see that directly. What you see is your image of the sun based on your position. Think back to the mirror analogy. Stand 5 feet from a mirror looking at an object. The object appears at position A. Take 2 steps right, 1 step forward. Now the object appears at position B. Did the object move? No. Did your perspective change? Yes. The location in the mirror is observer dependent. The sun works the same way. Where you see the sun depends on your meridian, your east-west position, your zenith, your north-south position, that's your overhead point, the time, the hour of the day, the date, the day of the year, the great year, the position in the 25,920 year cycle. Every person sees the sun at slightly different positions. Not because the sun is moving around, but because the sun is electromagnetic plasma. And what you see is your perspective on that plasma field. Like how every person sees a different rainbow. There's no universal rainbow location. Everyone sees the rainbow from their specific position relative to light and water. The sun is no different. The sun is observer-dependent electromagnetic phenomenon, not a ball in space at universal coordinates. And let me put it together simply. Earth, the plane of inertia, a stationary platform across the center of the torus field. The center is the black hole, the source, the projector. The sun is pure plasma from the center, like the proton on the horizon of the black hole. The stars and planets are electromagnetic phenomena, the electrons. The sky is the light show projected from the center. Their purpose is signs, seasons, navigation, timekeeping, and what you see, your observer-dependent image based on your meridian and zenith. Earth is the heart of the system. Everything pulses above the Earth. You're not on a planet looking at other planets. You're on a plane observing electromagnetic phenomena within the field. So back to the original question, why does Earth need leap years but other planets don't? Because other planets are moving through the electromagnetic field. Mars cycles through in 687 days. Jupiter cycles through in 12 years. Saturn cycles through in 29 years. These are actual movements following electromagnetic mechanics. Stable, predictable, no corrections needed. But Earth isn't moving. Earth is the stationary platform. What we call a solar year, 365.25 days, is not Earth orbiting the sun, but it's Earth's 365-day cycle, plus the electromagnetic field cycling seasonally. It adds that 0.25 day spillover, plus the position in the great year progression. These don't mechanically lock together. Why? Because Earth isn't in mechanical orbit. Earth is the platform. The field is cycling around Earth, not Earth moving through the field. So we get spillover, 365.25 versus 365. Hence, leap years needed to keep the calendar aligned with the sun position. The other planets don't need this because they are the moving phenomena. We observe them from the stationary platform of Earth. You can't observe from Mars because Mars isn't a platform. Mars is electromagnetic plasma moving through the field. You observe Mars from Earth. Earth is where you are, the stationary reference point, the heart of the system. Why call Earth the heart? Because it's the center of life in the system. Your heart pumps blood to the entire body. It's the central organ everything depends on. The rhythmic pulse. It has its own electromagnetic field measurable with EKG. As above, so below. And Earth is the heart of the system. It's the center of the electromagnetic system in the torus field. It's the platform for conscious life, the plane of inertia, the electromagnetic field measurable at the poles and the tropics. Earth is the heart. It's not a coincidence that it's an anagram. The truth is in the words. The sun is like your circulatory system. The stars are like your nervous system signals. You are inside the body of this living system. And that living system is you. You are inside yourself, viewing it as a projection, because you are the universe. You're not floating on a rock in a dead void. So when someone asks, why does Earth need leap years but other planets don't? And I'm sure no one's going to ask you that, but the answer exposes everything, because Earth isn't a planet. Earth is the plane of inertia, the stationary electromagnetic ring magnet system, the heart of creation. Other planets are electromagnetic phenomena moving through Earth's field. In the universe, that torus field is the entire universe. It's predictable, stable, no corrections needed, but Earth itself isn't moving. So solar year isn't measuring orbit, it's measuring its full circuit, the full circuit of the sun, the annual sun cycle that creates the seasons, because its position is connected to the flexing of the ecliptic plane, which is seeking equilibrium at all times, which doesn't mechanically lock, hence the need for leap years, not because of orbit, but because Earth is the system, not a planet in the system. Everything you see in the sky is projected from the center, an electromagnetic light show, observer dependent based on your meridian and zenith, for signs, for seasons, for days, and for years. Earth is the theater. You're sitting in it, watching a cosmic movie, not flying through space on one of those images. And that's why Earth is the only planet that needs leap years, because it's not a planet at all. It's home, the heart of everything.